Hey everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about what exactly is a box plot. Box plot is the last graph in a Matplotlib, which basically shows you the distribution, median, quartiles, and outliers present in a numerical data for one or more categories. So usually box plot is used to analyze a single numerical variable, and also it can be used in order to analyze the same with respect to different categories as well. Okay, so majority of the time we use a box plot in order to detect an outliers. Outliers in the sense like an extreme values. Let's say for example, all the students who attend Shivita's class are like age between like 20 to 35. What if somebody with 90 age, what somebody with 100 age attend my class? That's going to be an outlier. Extreme. Like it's not related to actual data. Kind of weird things happening in our data. Those things we call it like an outlier. It's very important to identify such things because your machine learning will be more interested towards those extreme values. So identifying them, handling them plays a very important role. So as of now, in order to identify an outlier, usually we use a box plot. Along with that, to compare distribution across the different groups also, you can use a box plot. And this is how the box plot is going to look like. Let me show you how to plot a box plot with respect to a quantity. So very simple, let me just use PLC dot figure of. I'll just use figure size is equal to, let's give 4,2. Okay, and then I'll just use PL3 dot, so it's a box plot, right? So it should be box plot of, I'm going to pass data of a quantity. Okay, so and then I just want to display the graph, so I'll just use PLT dot show. So it is going to give us a graph something like this. Understanding this graph is like super important. Let me explain what information you people are getting from this graph. So we call this as a box plot because it looks like a box, right? So next important thing, this line, whatever this lower line you can see, right? We call it like a minimum line. This is a minimum value. And whatever this upper line you call it, right? You can see, right? We call it like a maximum line. Okay. And then this line, this is going to be our Q1. This is going to be our median, which is Q2. And this is going to be our Q3. Okay, basically, whenever you perform this box plot, whenever you plot a box plot, you're gonna get to know like five information. We call it like five number summary. Five number summary in the sense you will get to know what is the minimum value, you get to know what is the maximum value, you get to know what is the Q1. Q1 in the sense like 25th value, Q2 in the sense like middle value, 50th value, Q3 in the sense like 75th value in your data. And whatever circles you see now, we call them like an outliers. These are like extreme values that we have in your data. Always remember, whenever you plot a box plot, you get to know all these informations like what is the minimum value, what is the minimum quantity, maximum quantity. Minimum quantity line will be the bottom line. This is a minimum. Okay, then this is a Q1. Then you have Q2. Then you have Q3. So joining them and then maximum. Okay, this entire region we call it like IQR, interquartile range, which you will study in your upcoming statistical classes. Hope you are getting. And whatever circles you see, it can be this side, it can also be here as well. So whatever circles you see, we call them like outliers. So we should be a little cautious about those extreme values. It's like in every class, extreme students will be there, right? Like who doesn't listen to a teacher? We call them like an outliers. When teachers see something, they do something else. So like that. So actual data is within one range, but these are the values which are like extreme. They're like very far away from your actual data point. Okay, so this is one way. You can also try the same thing with respect to different categories as well. You will get our distributions. So let me show you that. So one more, what if I say data of Robbie category? Okay, so probably it might not work. Let me check out. So x is equal to, let me give, and also let me give y equals. I'm not sure, but we'll try. Okay, it's not possible in a histogram. Basically, that too in a Matplotlib, only a single graph is going to work because limited things we have it in our Matplotlib. So this is how you will create a box plot with the help of a Matplotlib. Simple. And you understood like right like how to read the graph. So there are certain outliers towards which side, towards right side. You can see upper end. There are certain quantities. Some people might have ordered like more quantities. So that's what these circles might represent. Okay. So this is all about a box plot. I hope it's clear. Box plot with different categories will see it in a C1 because Matplotlib is a basic library and you have a limited version in this case. So in the next video, let's explore how we can plot multiple graphs in one single shot. We call it like, subplots. Explore what exactly is a subplots in Matplotlib. Okay. Thank you. Happy learning.